BlazeBodyz! What's up, everyone? Happy Sunday morning. Just got out of the gym for my workout. I work out twice on Sunday. That actually used to be a term we used to use back in the day. Twice on Sunday. You probably noticed I posted the little story about my plant named Scott. And that, I told you months ago, I started binge watching the show Survivor from season 1 all the way, we're working our way all the way to current season, which is going to be season 41 coming up. And man, I learned a lot. Like, I started watching the show, like I said a couple months ago. I don't mean to repeat myself, but I started watching the show really religiously, probably around, I'd say 12 years ago. And I never really, saw the beginning of it and how it evolved. So I've learned a lot. It's a lot of common patterns in human behavior. It's extremely interesting if you're into the psychological end of things. But anyway, the reason why I posted that particular story about my plant, and then what it went through during the lockdown and how I could barely keep that thing alive, kept fighting to keep it alive. And then, finally, we were able to come out of this stupid, idiotic lockdown, and I was able to bring my plant back, and it's growing again. It's there's life in it. It's coming back. It went through hell. So in the course of watching the binge watching of the show, we got to this current season 21, and there were two girls, too young. As always, it's the millennials, quit like halfway through. When the tough got going, they quit. And the host of the show, Jeff Probst, was pleading with him, and are you sure you want to do that? You're almost to the end. You've made it this far. You can get through it. And no, they wanted to quit. This is sad. This is when all the magic, if you want to call it, all the benefits of sacrifice and struggle come from the hardest of times. Those are the times where you have to persevere. You have to keep going. Just like my plant. The end was near. I believe me when I say I was still continuing to nourish it with water every day and keep it pruned and give it life. I was even talking to it, and it was dying on me. It was dying, but you could tell it still wanted to stay alive. It was fighting. But, that's a plant. Maybe plants have more inner strength than us humans. I don't know. But a very common theme in that show, to use that show as an example, is every season there's always some younger and there's always some older. And the older people on the show are always the ones working, getting up every morning early, working all day, getting firewood, doing things, fixing the shelter, fishing, getting food, keeping the fire going, like, oh, go, go, go. And you always have the common theme of the younger ones wanting to sleep and not do any work. And they complain about the older ones because they're too serious. Like, they're on the show for, like, they think it's a trip, a tropical island trip. It's not. You go on that show to suffer, to barely get through it and try to make it to the end. That's how it is in life. Times will mostly suck. It's not unicorn and rainbows by a long shot. Most of the time we're struggling. Most of the time it's hard. It's dark. It's fucking emotional. It sucks. But we get through it. We get up every day and we try to do better than yesterday. You don't quit no matter how awful it is. You keep fighting. So you can apply that analogy to any aspect in whatever you're trying to do, whether it's getting ready for a competition, whether it's getting ready for an athletic event, where it's trying to do better in your job, or just trying to be a better friend or husband or wife, trying to be better when shit is on the ground and you're slipping in it and falling. Get the fuck back up and keep moving to try to do better. At the very least, try to maintain. Don't quit. So, like I said, or like I posted about my plant, be like my plant. Try to keep going. Don't stop. You will regret it. You will regret it at some point in your life. I got my birthday coming up in literally a week from today. 54 years on this earth, and it's not always been great. Through the very blessing of my amazing people in my life, I've gotten through some really tough times. And I'm grateful, and I'm going to repay back that blessing by trying to do better and continuing to fight. So get on it. Get back up and start swinging. Swing it. Bust ass. Give all you have, please. All right, I'm going to go. It's Sunday. I got to get home. I'll be back later for my second workout. So I hope you all are having a good weekend. I'll talk to you all very soon. Dig and fight.